Sprint car driver Sammy Swindell will drive the number 20 STP Patrick March at Michigan and admits the paved high banks are a far cry from the dirt short tracks.
The cars behave somewhat similar. Everything more or less kind of relates to each other, but the only thing at Michigan is the speed. Going so fast there that, and the race is 500 miles. I haven't been that far yet, so those are the only things that kind of maybe bother me a little bit, or I may have a little bit of trouble just because I don't have the experience yet, but we all have to start somewhere.
Sammy ran several practice laps at Michigan in excess of 208 miles an hour. A few weeks ago, we showed you the garages at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway being torn down. Well, the demolition process is now complete, and this is what Gasoline Alley looks like now. Construction of the new garages will begin soon and will be completed by next spring.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Speed Week. I'm Bob Jenkins.
And I'm Larry Newber. After being postponed a week due to problems regarding tires, the Michigan 500 IndyCar race was held last Sunday, and a first-time winner emerged.
And although not as costly as last year, the race saw hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment destroyed and an injury that would force a driver to miss a race for the first time in his 28-year career. This race started under green, but most laps would be led by pace car driver Tony Bettenhausen. Despite the rough and sometimes one-groove surface, there was good dicing early among several drivers, including Danny Sullivan, Mario Andretti, Johnny Rutherford, and Al Unser. Pole sitter Rick Mears visited the pits early, later returned but could complete only 7 laps and finish last. First yellow, Jeff Brabham into the fourth turn concrete. No injury, but one of many destroyed cars. Sprint car standout Sammy Swindell lost a wheel, and his IndyCar debut ends with a 23rd place finish. Some are saying backmarker Phil Kruger's placement behind the pace car may have caused the most spectacular crash of the day. As faster cars scrambled to get around Phil, Danny and Gaius went side over side down the backstretch. From another angle, you can see Gaius's car flip several times before stopping near the entrance to turn 3. Other crashers during the afternoon, Jose Garza, who led a while in turn 4. Kruger also in the 4th turn. Chet Phillip in turn 2. Pancho Carter, who won here in 1981. And then with less than 10 laps to go, Mario Andretti is hard into the concrete. A broken collarbone and hip will sideline him for at least one race. More on that later. Al Unser made a pit stop for fresh tires and fuel. Emerson Fittipaldi elected not to. Only one final lap under green. Emo's win is helped by Tom Sneva, who thinks he's racing for position but is actually a lap down. Tom blocks Unser's pursuit of Fittipaldi, and Emo has his first IndyCar victory. The kart point standings show Al just 7 points behind Mario heading into Sunday's live ESPN telecast of the 200-miler from Elkhart Lake. Emo, Al Jr., and Sullivan complete the top 5.
In somewhat of a surprise, Alan Jones, Mario's eminent Formula One car team driver, will replace him at Elkhart Lake, Alan's first ever IndyCar race. Mario had already decided to pass up next week's final IROC round also at Michigan, and we talked with him from his hospital bed in Indianapolis this week.
And all of a sudden the car just took off. I had no steering, just entering turn 3. I had no steering whatsoever, and it really took me in hard.
It happens quickly, but does it seem like it takes an eternity when you're in the cockpit waiting for the collision?
Well, it does, because when the front went down and started going directly to the wall, yes, I had plenty of time to look at it, and I knew it wasn't gonna be much fun.
His return is hoped for the Pocono 500, also to be here on ESPN. Alan Jones ends his 3-year semi-retirement. He is, of course, a former Formula One and Can-Am champ and will debut the new Haas Lola in F1 later.
In other